G'day, welcome to Great White Gaming, and today we have episode 2 of my Last Dance series, or in this case, Last March. So the deck that I'm going to be focusing on today is one of my favorite single prize attackers, and that is the Lost March deck. So for a single grass energy on our main attacker Jumpluff, we do 20 damage for each of our Pokemon in the Lost Zone, and then the rest of the deck is here to support it. So the main change to the deck that's come in the most recent format is of course the addition of Boss's Orders, which allows us to gust Pokemon up on the deck. So early on we will be getting 2-hit knockouts. A little bit later on as we get through the deck, we do have 1-hit KO potential. But we are of course very frail, so there's a couple of things that we've got in here to try and keep us going until the end of the game. So we are actually playing 5 stadium cards in the deck. So we have 3 copies of Turffield Stadium, which is fantastic for helping us to get our Skiplooms out of the deck so that we can get into our Jumpluffs a little quicker. And I've also got 2 copies of Sky Pillar, which allows you to prevent all effects of opponents' attacks, including damage done to your benched Pokemon. So this is in particular here to give us a chance against the Dragapult matchup. So in terms of our other attackers, we have got a 1 of Natu and a 1 of Cottony that are both in here for the Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX and the ADP matchups respectively. And we do have 3 copies of Twin Energy so that we can get into those attackers and either get a revenge knockout, or in the case of ADP, if we set up quickly enough, we can actually knock ADP out before they knock anything else out. So in terms of the rest of the core of the deck, I am still running with the Emolga engine, so using the Nuzzly Gathering to continuously bring out Emolgas, and then we've got a couple of Pokecoms to swap Emolgas for something else, as well as our 4 Lost Blenders. So the Lost Blenders work really well to get rid of some of our extra Emolgas and get them into the Lost Zone. As well as Cottony, Natu, and Mew all being good options to blender away if we don't need them for that particular matchup. So in terms of the rest of the deck, we are still playing for Netball. Netball is going to be sorely missed by grass decks. Having the option to get either a basic grass or a grass energy is incredible. Obviously got the 4 Quick Ball. So between those 2, we should be setting up fairly quickly. We are running 4 Cynthia and 2 Professor's Research, mainly because discarding any of these pieces is really, really tough. So as much as we want to churn through the deck, we do need to kind of make sure that we hold on to our resources as much as we can. We do have a singular Ordinary Rod in the deck to help us bring back any grass energy or any of our Pokemon that we've had to discard, or in the case of if we have prized a Jumpluff or a Skiploom, it helps us to get the most out of that set while we can. And then finally, we've got a couple of Rosas, and the Rosa is mainly in there in case, as a all else fails option, to help us get into any of the pieces that we need. It's also really good to bring out things like a Pokemon that we don't necessarily need and grab a Lost Blender if we need just a little bit of extra attacking power. So fairly straightforward list. The only main difference between this one and some of the other lists that I came up against back when Lost March was viable was we're not playing any GX or any V Pokemon. So that does limit our consistency a little bit, but it also means that we are well and truly going to be trading 1 for 1. So as long as the deck continues to roll and we don't get bench sniped, we've got a pretty good chance to beat pretty much anyone. So that's the list. Let's jump into some games. It's interesting that they don't show you the typings when you're coming up against someone anymore. This is starting to feel a lot like Pikarom. This is a terrible hand if we are against Pikarom. Alright. Let's see. Wow. They got nothing. Measly 60 damage. And this is what can happen if you have a slow start, but we are, to be fair, against an extremely slow start from a Pikarom. So we could be alright. Why? This is weird. Alright, let's see, what do we get? Two, 4, 5, 6. So that's 120. I'd rather just do the damage to Pikarom. The idea of not getting full blitz on turn 2 going second is just insane. So you don't have Thunder Mountain. Pikarom plays so much energy. How do you not have energy? You're going and getting a Dedenne, presumably. Okay, so you've got the energy. Okay, you've got the energy. And the Dedenne. It's a lot of shiny yellow digital cardboard on that side. Okay. So here's the question. So we're about to get the revenge knockout. So can we get enough to set ourselves up? Okay, cool. The question is, do you then attack with Boltund? So the smart play here is attach to Boltund, use Tapu Koko to accelerate onto Boltund and maybe Dedenne, if you're worried about it. Then attack with Boltund and then use your final attack for make me go through 8 prizes, or at least 7 prizes. So let's see if that is the route they decide to go down, or if they decide that they can tank a hit with Raichu, Alolan Raichu. Okay. So, do you just hit me? Volkner. You getting a... Getting a Mallow on Lana for next turn? If I see Mallow on Lana, we're pretty much done. Nope. Big Charm. So who does that Big Charm go to? Jirachi. Okay. Alright, so you're taking a hit with Natu. I am okay with that. So we Sky Pillar so that we don't come into it. We Cynthia. Get ourselves our final Hoppip out. And Last March for 120. So yeah, if they've got Mallow on Lana, a smart play will be switch into Boltund. Put the Big Charm on it. Boss up a Hoppip. Okay. That's fine. So I need 4 more in the discard pile. So we get Skiploom, we get Skiploom, Lost Blender, and a Grass Energy. Then we Lost Blender away these two. That gets me 4 more. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, so that's 200. And we've got the boss. So that is game against a Pikarom. Admittedly, a Pikarom that took forever to set up. Yep, nothing you can do. That's not even enough health anyway. Why is my green screen all of a sudden not working? Apologies for the dodgy green screen corner. Just move it over a bit more. So you're bringing in a fresh Pikarom? This is the point that they start cursing the fact that they are about to lose to Lost March. Look. Marnie's a good call. Okay. Alright. I like that. That's 1. That's 2. And that's the scoop. Alright, let's see whether we have a chance against a lightning deck. Lightning decks, more often than not, will have some kind of Pika-ROM sort of setup. I think we're gonna stick to our guns, we're gonna go first. Alright, this is a pretty viable hand. So we've got okay. I think we just hold on to this all for now. Two Jirachi and an Acrobike. They got rid of the board, so they must have had something pretty decent. Psychic Energy for a Dedenne. Please don't tell me that we're up against Dragapult. We're up against Dragapult. Alright, well, this is a matchup that we teched for. Power Plant. They've got the switch. They're going to come in with their second Jirachi. And this is where it just gets just so rough. Alright. I think they've scooped? Why? They're going first. This is a pretty good starting hand. And we're playing Dragapult. With the Chaotic Swell. Well, this is an auto loss. They're just... A Dragapult player is literally just taking pity on me. I mean, I'll take the victory, but why would you scoop staring down the barrel of a deck that you're gonna body? And we'll take it. I kind of wanted to see how we'd go. Alright, so someone with the World Championship coin. I do really like that coin. It is a cool coin. They are letting me go first. If we lose a Hoppip, we lose a Hoppip. We are up against Zacian. Awful matchup for us. So we have prize, a Skiploom. Cherish Ball gets them ADP. Alright. So what we're looking for here Alright, so they've brought ADP in for us. So they're going to get themselves nice and set up. Oh, have you got the energy switch play? Yeah, okay, cool. That's why you're going second. Alright, well, we need to win in 3 turns. So let's do the first bit. Did we get enough? Wait, did we get enough? 2, 4, 5. That's... No, I need 2 more. But I mean, it's close. It was close. What are you even auto padding for? Why? Yeah, we can't win. We can thin the deck out a little bit, but because the energy's on that one. And you stamp me to 3. Alright. So there is actually a chance. Okay. It's a long shot. Two, 5, 8, 9, 11 would be 220, except for the big charm. And that's all she wrote. Twin energy, no big charm. Because now they only need oh wow. Okay. Cool. Look. That was a case of so close yet so far. We're going to go with one more just to have the final march with this deck. See, look, opponents are running scared. G'day, Tommy Cash Money. Your box says Pikarom, but your coin says Asian. Alright. So we've prized a Hoppip, we've prized a Grass Energy, knocking out their research is pretty useful. There's no other basic that I need. Yeah. Leave it as is. Thunder Mountain. Oh, you can spike draw for knockout. Man, how frail is this deck? How frail is this deck? Got the Coco. Got the Dedenne. Surely you just spike draw. Save Pikarom for turn 2. Doubling down on the Pikarom. You just spike draw. And I guess this is the benefit of playing Bolthund over Tapu Koko V, is that either one would have the knockout here, but Bolthund's got the option to... Why? I don't quite get that. Because you're getting the knockout anyway. And you just put a Dedenne up there for no reason. I mean, yeah, that's the wrong play, but whatever. Burn your resources however you see fit, sir. Come on. That's so annoying. So many outs to skip loom. And getting the stadium bumped would have been great. That's a lot hitting the bin. So once we go 2 behind, we've lost one of our attackers and our backup draw engine. So you presumably have to have a way of dealing with Mew. Okay. Okay. So buying that extra turn was the right move. Boss the Mew. Switch the Coco. Okay. Wow. Got it. Cool. And then we've got attacker for next turn. But I don't think we've got enough. All right. So what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 180. This is 200. This could be 220. Okay, I think that I have to here. Oh no. I've got a rod. Grass energy. I think I still have to Trombeak. So I rod just for Pokemon. Alright, well, I lose. We got close. Yeah. Imagine if they just didn't have energy. Imagine if they whiffed the energy, which they might have actually done. I think they whiffed the energy. That's just incredible. Okay, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. It's only 220. But they can't knock them both out. And we get 260 next turn. I can't believe they're out of energy. They've got the draw energy. You need the switch. How many switch have they already played? 1. Then they money me. Okay. Ah, there we go. That is a win against Pikarom. I am super happy with that. I don't think that could have gone much better. Cool. So let's take a look at the list. And look, I know that it's episode 2 and I've already broken my own rule of having a bit of a twist in the deck. Because, to be honest with ourselves, there's not really that much of a twist here outside of playing the Sky Pillar, and I guess putting the turf field stadiums in to make it a little bit more consistent. But look, when it gets set up really well. If you don't get set up early on, then you're going to have a bad time and you're going to lose. It takes a lot to get into our Cottony to knock out an ADP turn 2. It takes a lot, but it's possible. It is definitely possible to do. I wasn't able to showcase it. But anyway, that's the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed coming down memory lane to have a look at Lost March for potentially the final time. If you have any suggestions for decks that are likely to be rotating that you'd like to see, feel free to leave them in the comments. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and until next time, have a nice life.